Time and the years we have to meditate as we get older in our prime, it gets less and less and less. So all my masters is always say that the time we have to meditate is running out every day because our strength of our body is running out as well. So we should be very proud of ourselves that we come every day and Mind Stories to use our time wisely to train ourselves and to use the time we have and the strength of our body to find that inner happiness and to train our mind to be more positive. So today I wanted to continue a little bit about the topic of consistency. Can you see? Okay. So our time is limited. So in order to succeed in something, we have to be consistent with it. Success doesn't come from something we do occasionally. It comes from what we do consistently. So it's step by step. But step by step is what's going to change you from an amateur to a professional. So everyone here is already becoming more professional every day because we've been practicing for so long now, for those of you who've been joining every day. So consistency is what helps us to, is essential. Consistency is essential. It will gradually allow us to understand the right method. So this is a translation from Lompa to Machio, and it's really true. We already know the right method is to be conscious and calm together, to be relaxed of both our body and our mind. It sounds simple, but it takes some time to understand. And the way we understand it is by consistency. Every day we practice, we're going to learn a little bit more about ourselves, learn a little bit more about our bodies and our mind, what we like, what we don't like to do, how we prepare ourselves, for example. So I would like us to practice to check ourselves. Not the whole session, but just every once in a while throughout the session, and also, most importantly, after the session. So as we're meditating, continue what works and correct what doesn't. So when we meditate, it's a balance between doing something and doing nothing. If that makes sense. Doing nothing means we just let go. We let it relax. We don't have to do anything. We just let it be. But sometimes we encounter obstacles. Sometimes we encounter things that make us feel uncomfortable or don't feel good. That's when we need to correct or adjust. So this checking starts when before we come to meditate. Sometimes we rush to come and meditate, but actually we should try to, especially for us that we have been joining Mind Stories every Monday, if you know that, okay, at 7 o'clock, I need to come and meditate today. How can I prepare myself? If possible, I know some of us are just getting home, but in the future, if you can plan your schedule a little bit to make it more smooth for yourself, it's okay, you know that Monday I'm going to come and meditate at this time. So how can I make myself more ready physically and mentally? For example, for me, before I come and see you guys on Monday, I need to prepare my mind too, to make sure that it's happy, make sure that it's calm and refined, and also my body as well. So sometimes something as simple as taking a shower before coming, or taking a nap, or just separating myself from everyone and just being alone so I can calm my mind and go meditate before I come meditate again. So something like that. So try to find things that help your body. For example, stretching before the session, or getting some tea, getting some coffee, all those things. And most importantly, this is before we come, right? But before we start also, to check your body again. So there's always, if you can observe yourself, as more you observe yourself, the more you prepare yourself, it's going to make our meditation more smooth and more easy. So I like Lompa's words here. It's this: we have the duty to calm our body and mind. That's it. There's hardly anything else we need to do. So what he means by that is when we meditate, all we have to do is allow ourselves to be relaxed and of our body and our mind. Other than that, we don't have to do anything. So when I said that we have to do nothing and do something, a balance between doing nothing and doing something. If we're relaxed and our body feels relaxed, our mind feels relaxed, calm, we don't need to do anything. Just allow it to continue. Allow it to grow like a plant that is growing automatically. But there's hardly anything else we need to do. Is when we need to do something is when we start to lose that feeling of calm, when we start to lose that feeling of relaxation. That's when we need to do something. That's when we need to adjust. So before, some tips to remind yourselves, for those of you who've been practicing and also for anyone who's new, check during your meditation what works. What works for you. It may be different for everyone, and it may be different for yourself every session. No session is the same sometimes. Every day, every session can change. So check during your meditation what works. So it should feel easy. It should feel calm and relaxed. And if you meditate like this, it feels easy, it feels relaxing, time is going to pass quickly. Because time flies when you're having fun. Time flies when you're relaxed. I'm sure anyone has ever had that feeling before when you meditate. Can you raise your hand? Or press 1 or something? You can raise your hand, that's fine. If you ever feel that the time passes by fast, that means, okay, you got the easy part down. You got the relaxation part down. And most importantly, it's step by step. If you feel easy, it's going to be relaxed. Time is going to pass by quickly. And you're going to feel eager, or you want to continue to meditate. Anyone else here have that feeling before? Where you don't want the meditation to stop. You want it to continue. You don't care about the time, and you just want to keep meditating. Anyone else feel like that before? Yes? Exactly. So that means that session was very good. And try to remember why was that session like that. And the opposite is check during your meditation what doesn't work. Sometimes we have what works, right? The other thing is what doesn't work. So anytime during the meditation it feels hard, it feels tense, stressed, you feel tired, you feel bored, time passes by slowly. So this is all the opposite. You don't want to continue. If you have these feelings coming, that's when we need to reset, readjust, and try again. So anytime you're meditating and you feel off track, the balance between being conscious and calm is gone, just come back, adjust. It doesn't feel easy anymore, it doesn't feel relaxed anymore. So these are just some things I would like you to check with yourself and observe yourself during your meditation. Think of it as we're driving on the road, meditation. This path, this road of happiness, it should feel relaxing along the whole way, along this road. It should feel relaxed, it should feel calm. But if we feel like we're falling off track, falling off the road, that's when we need to readjust, just like a car, right? If you're starting to drift, you need to steer back on the path. Or if you start running out of gas, you need to fill up the gas again. Or the wheel, maybe the wheel explode or something like that. Or the wheel is out of air, or the pressure in the wheel is gone. We need to adjust it. We need to fill it up. So our meditation is very similar. So at any time when you feel like you're off track, try to reset and readjust ourselves, and then continue to meditate again. Okay. So these are just some review for us and also for anyone new. So, now that we have an idea of what to check and observe for ourselves during the meditation, let's try to put it into practice together. So remember just to check lightly that when you meditate, are you feeling, does it feel easy? Does it feel relaxing? And does that feeling continue to grow? If it continues to grow, we're on the right path. But at any moment that feeling starts to disappear, we start to feel tension, we start to feel like our mind is wandering too much, or we start to feel sleepy, at that point we need to adjust. So please feel free to adjust. Feel free to simply open your eyes, readjust your body, and then continue to meditate again. Don't worry that your progress is going to disappear, because it's simply like we're driving on the road. We're driving, and then eventually sometimes we run into obstacle on the road. But it doesn't mean the distance we traveled disappears and our car goes back home. It just means we need to adjust and then continue to drive. Our meditation is the same. So every time you adjust, it's not starting over, it's trying again. And it's not going back to zero, it's just continuing where you left off. So please feel free to adjust if you need it. Okay, so let's meditate together. So before we start our meditation, please take the time to adjust and check yourself. Observe yourself. Are you ready to meditate? There's no need to jump in, to rush into it if we're not ready yet. It's like we're a captain of our airplane. If you ever got on an airplane and it just took off right away, never, right? You have to take time. The staff and the captain has to take time to check the plane, to make sure everything's safe and ready to fly. We are the captain of our body and our mind, and we're gonna travel inside. So take the time to check yourself, observe yourself before we start to fly inside. So for those of you who would need to drink some water or take a light stretch, please feel free. So today is also a special day. It's the full moon, the auspicious day and important day in Buddhism, but also for everyone. It's a good day for positive energy. So let's take the time to meditate together. So once we've found a comfortable position and we feel ready to start, we can slowly and gently close our eyes as if we were about to go to sleep or to rest. There's no need to rush. Please take your time. Take the time to adjust our body, to find a comfortable sitting position. As we begin to relax and release all the muscles in our body, because the foundation of a good meditation begins by how we relax our body and how we relax our mind. The heart of meditation is to be relaxed and calm. So let's take a moment to check, to observe ourselves, to make sure that any hidden tension is gone, starting from our eyes, making sure our eyes are relaxed, not squeezed. Because for our meditation, we don't need to use them anymore. In order to see with our mind, we need to use our feeling of relaxation to see and experience. So just completely forget about your eyes. Relax your eyebrows. And put a small, content smile on your face. As if we're welcoming or embracing the relaxation that is beginning to happen. As we continue to release and relax our shoulders, arms, and hands, placing our hands however we like, as long as we feel comfortable, relaxed. Continuing to relax down our back, legs, to our toes. Once we've relaxed our whole body, to help us make sure that any tension is gone, we can take a deep breath in, slowly and gently, feeling the calm and cool air as it passes through your nose, fills up your lungs, fills up our whole body with relaxation and calm. And as we slowly exhale, allow that calmness, that coolness to come out of us, to cover us. As we feel relaxed on the inside and surrounded by that relaxation as well. As we do this, you may notice that our body is becoming more relaxed, more light, more weightless, bit by bit. This is the power of simply letting go, relaxing our body. The more we detach, the more we let go physically, and we begin to follow the relaxation. Mentally, our mind is starting to also become more calm, more relaxed. Right now, that we have let go physically, we also need to begin to make sure that we let go mentally. as we begin our journey inside to the place of peace, to the point of peace. This journey, we don't need to take anything with us. We need to let go of any baggage, anything weighing our mind down. Put everything aside. This is not the time to think, to plan about the past or about the future. It's a time for us to invest in ourselves, to allow our mind to connect to the point of peace inside, connect to the place of peace inside. The way to connect to that point or that place is just to stay conscious and calm together. Inside of us, we all have the full moon, a full moon of happiness, of peace. The way to get to that moon is to let the clouds of our mind to disappear. Allowing the darkness in our mind to slowly disappear, revealing the full moon of happiness, of peace that is inside of all of us, waiting for us to simply let go, to relax. But of course, along the way, we need something to help us to stay relaxed, to stay calm. So use whatever method is easy for you, makes you feel comfortable, makes you feel relaxed. Whether it's to simply let go and do nothing, allowing the time to pass by contently, patiently, allowing our mind to settle on its own, or some of us may like to use the mantra to help us to stay conscious and calm, repeating softly and gently in our mind, like a lullaby, soothing and coaxing our mind. Whether it's to repeat in our mind, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, which means the right way to purify or to be far from negativity. Or you can repeat in your mind any phrase you like. As long as it helps us to stay conscious and calm, as it helps to call our mind back to the present, helping us to stay on the right path, to stay on the road of inner peace, of inner happiness. Or some of us may like to visualize an image. We can imagine it wherever or however we like, as long as it feels relaxing and calming. Not worrying about the clarity, because the more we relax, the more our mind becomes calm, the brighter and clearer the image will become, automatically, naturally. So just use whatever method that we feel, that we enjoy, that we like, and continue to follow that feeling of relaxation, of calm, every second that passes by, where we feel calm and conscious together. Our mind is becoming more clear, more bright, more positive. As our mind begins to settle naturally on its own, all we need to do is guide it gently, softly. Our mind will come back home to the point of peace, to the place of peace inside. And this place of peace, this point of peace inside, is where our mind will find that inner happiness, that full moon that is filled with happiness, contentment, brightness. That full moon is inside of all of us. Just like in the night sky, every person, no matter where you are in the world, will be able to see it as long as we wait for the right moment. Allow the clouds to disappear. Eventually, we will all feel that inner happiness. We will all begin to see and feel our own full moon inside. This happiness, this positivity has always been inside of us. We don't need to go searching for it. We don't need to go chasing after it. All we need to do is to stay still, to stay relaxed, to stay calm and patient. The happiness will come running to us automatically. Because it's always been inside of us, waiting for us to still and calm our body and our mind. Before we know it, that happiness will begin to emerge, just like the full moon coming out of the clouds. So let's enjoy this relaxation together, allowing it to grow, to expand naturally, gently. Now that our mind is more calm, more still, now that our mind is more positive, more clear, more bright, this is the perfect time for us to make a wish and to spread our positivity that we feel inside. Almost as if we found our true smile. Our smile that we feel inside, from the calm, from the happiness growing. This true smile inside makes us want to smile from within, as it expands, making us want to smile to ourselves. As the smile from within spreads onto our face, as we begin to smile from within onto our face, we can continue to smile and spread our brightness, our positivity, not only by smiling to ourselves, but sending our smile, sending our positivity to our loved ones, to our family, by simply imagining their face or their name, whatever is easy for us to do. As you begin to imagine their face or their name, we can also begin to wish for them, as well as wishing for yourself, to be healthy, to be free from any sickness, protected from any danger. May you be able to, and may they be able to, have a happy and successful life. Maybe be able to still our minds. May they be able to still their minds and have the chance, like we have, to find their own inner happiness, their own inner calm. As you wish for yourself, as well as wishing for your friends, your family, your loved ones. When our mind is calm, our mind is positive. When our mind is clear and bright, it will bring positive things into our life automatically. and will help us to also wish for positive things into our life and into the lives of the people we care for, that we love. And this positivity within us, not only does it affect you first, as it spreads out to your family and continues to grow and spread to your community, and this moment of peace inside, this positivity inside, as each and every one of us together makes our mind more calm, makes our mind more pure and bright, is helping the world to become a more bright and peaceful place, one person at a time. As my master says, world peace through inner peace. So let's continue to spread our positivity and wish for ourselves, our family, our loved ones, and everyone that we care about for a moment. as we come towards the end of our session. It doesn't mean it's the end of our relaxation. We can still continue to maintain this calm, this positivity, even when we open our eyes. When we feel ready, and only when we feel ready, you may slowly, gently open your eyes, opening your eyes to a more clear, more calm, more bright, and beautiful world. So when you are ready, please slowly and gently open your eyes. So welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you feel more calm, more relaxed. Before we continue the session, we'll take a small photo together so we can share our inner smile, not only from inside but also on our face. So for those of you who are convenient, could you please turn on your camera and share your smile to our friends in the Mind Stories and also to the rest of the world who will watch it later.
Welcome, everyone. So anyone who want to join us for the photo sessions, you may open your camera now. And smile. Anyone taking photo? Okay, thank you. It's done. So if you have any questions, please send it to the chat box now.
If you remember from last Monday or from the past, one of the homeworks is to smile, right? So for those of you who haven't done it yet, you just got part of the homework right now, part of the tip right now. One smile, you smiled to 50 people, so it's more than 5 times. And your smile from now will continue to be shared to anyone else who will watch this in the future. So thank you for sharing it. If anyone has any questions, or if you could share your experience in the meditation a moment ago, please feel free. And please not only share it to everyone here to encourage everyone, and also to encourage the team to make sure that everyone's on the right path and meditating correctly. And if anyone has any questions, please type it in the chat. We have a question already, which is intentional light breathing considered a meditative form of practice? It's a beginning state. So when we practice focusing on our breathing, it's a good way, a good technique to help to calm our mind and relax our body. When we focus on our breathing, the nice thing about it is it brings us to the present, right? We stop focusing on whatever we're thinking on, we start to focus on our breath. So as you do that light breathing, it's a way to help calm your mind and also relax your body and also bring your mind to the present. So as we stay with that breath, it's going to help us to stay calm and conscious, as we mentioned earlier, and just continue with that feeling. But eventually, like I said in the beginning, meditation is a balance between doing nothing and doing something. So at this point, we're doing something still, right? We're focusing on our breathing. But eventually, we need to let go of our breathing too. Let go and just relax and do nothing. But you will get to that point by yourself. You'll know for yourself when you just want to. It's almost like you'll forget about focusing on the breathing. So that's okay. And when you feel that, yeah, someone already wrote, I forgot to breathe. Exactly. It doesn't mean you forgot to breathe. You're still breathing. It just means that you're not focused on your breathing anymore. Your focus changed from breathing to relaxing. And then as you stay with the relaxation and the calm, it's almost like you let go of your breathing, you let go of your body, and you're going to get into a deeper state of meditation. So, as you said, can I do it often? Yes, you can focus on your breathing throughout the day. Or actually, as I gave the homework earlier, to take a mindful moment. This is a good way, an easy way to take a mindful moment is when you're in a rush or you feel busy, you feel tired, you need to reset during the day. You need to calm yourself. An easy way to calm yourself is just take a deep breath and focus on your breathing for a moment. And then eventually let go of your breathing and relax. So this is a way to do that mindful moment throughout the day. And the more often you do it, yes, the better. And it's going to be quicker and easier to relax. So hopefully that helps you, and please try practicing it. But eventually we should get to the point where we don't do anything. So the breathing or focusing on your breathing is a good point to start, but also continue to the next point. So thank you for sharing. Thank you for your question. From Tan, I felt calm, relaxed, stayed with the present all the time till went to emptiness sensation. Some light thoughts, but ignored them and let them go. Stayed at the center. I forgot to breathe. Very good. Very good. But the key thing here is, as you explained, if you stay calm and relaxed, what's going to happen is we're going to start to get to a point where we feel empty, we feel nothingness, right? And it's because we are changing our focus from our body to the relaxation. And that relaxation is going to take us inside to a more empty, more free, more relaxing space. Like I said earlier, that everyone has a point of peace inside of them or a place of peace inside of them that it's our refuge that we can retreat into to make us feel more happy, make us feel more relaxed. As you said, stayed at the center. You can call it that as well, the center of the body or the center of peace inside of us. All we do to connect to that center is just to relax. And your mind is going to fall there automatically, as you explained. And for you saying that you have some light thoughts and you are able to ignore them, very good. This is one technique that we can all try. It may be a little bit difficult at some times, but this is one option we have, is when you have wandering thoughts, if we don't continue the thought and we just ignore it, it's going to disappear, which takes a practice, but it's just one technique we can use. If a thought comes up and we don't acknowledge it, maybe we just realize it for a moment and then we let go, it's going to disappear. But the moment we continue and add on to that thought, it's going to build up, build up, build up. So it's very good that you can ignore it. It's similar to if someone came into our house. I don't want to say that. If you had a unwanted, let's say you were sitting somewhere and someone you didn't want to talk to came up to you and you just ignored them, right? They're going to go away automatically. They don't want to stay. So it's the same thing in meditation. If you have a thought that you don't want and you don't want to acknowledge it, it's going to also go away on its own. But the moment we acknowledge it and start to pay attention to it, it's going to get worse and it's going to get bigger. So if it feels like that, okay, open your eyes. Let it go away. It's the easiest way to deal with that. But for you, very good. You were able to ignore it. So it's a good indicator that you are becoming more profound at meditation. So thank you for sharing. It's from Janet. Today, very relaxing and happy. Indeed, time flies. Maybe it's the full moon in 2 more weeks for Chinese New Year. Yes, almost Chinese New Year. It's not just because the full moon or Chinese New Year coming up. It's because you meditate the right way. When you meditate the right way, it's going to feel relaxing, it's going to feel happy, and time's going to go by fast. So just try to observe yourself, check yourself. Why was today more relaxing or more happy than before? And try to pinpoint the reason, whether it was physical, was it mental, or is it both? And try to repeat that. So thank you. And of course, yeah, the full moon has some positivity as well. From V. It was hard to focus through the construction works, but felt good to reconnect with the inner peace. Oh, so you're very, if you practice correctly, we can ignore the construction sound and connect to the inner peace. So you should be very proud of yourself that you're getting to that point of when the environment around you won't hinder your inner peace or the way you can connect to your inner peace. This shows that you're getting more profound and proficient at meditation as well. When you, obviously, if we can choose a good environment, that's great. But sometimes we can't always choose our environment, right? But if we can connect to the inner peace and use the mantra or use visualization to help us to keep calm, it's going to help us to escape the chaotic environment and connect to the peace inside. So you should be very proud of yourself that you can do it in a construction environment or in a noisy environment. From Kitty, I feel calm, peaceful today, though not reaching the point of joy. I reminded myself to not expect much from this session, and I'm having a fever. Oh, hopefully you will get better. And I'm sure that from this meditation and from all the positivity from all of us today, it will help you to get better quicker. And at least you were able to get calm and peaceful. Maybe not to the point of joy, like as you said, but just the calm and peaceful part is already amazing. And that calm and that peacefulness is going to help that fever to get a little bit better. But also, when you have a chance, please take a rest. And we will send our good wishes to you. And your fever hopefully will get cool and calm very fast. Thank you for sharing. From Marky Mark, thank you, Monk Daniel. I was a little distracted today, so I had to reset a couple of times. No problem. I actually like this sentence, and I would like everyone to use it, is to reset when you need it, and as many times as you want. However, using both the mantra and visualization of the full moon helped to settle me down and focus. At one point, the full moon took the position of my heart. Sadhu, sadhu. Very good. Whatever you imagine or visualize, whether it's the full moon, the sun, or whatever it may be, just follow the feeling. And if it wants to change positions, maybe we imagine it in front of us, we imagine it inside of us, we imagine it wherever and the position of it changes automatically, just allow it to change. Don't worry where it is, how it looks. The only thing I want you to focus on or observe is, do you still feel relaxed? Do you still feel calm? So don't worry too much about where the image is or how the image is changing, but focus on how you feel. So just continue to follow that feeling and see where that full moon takes you. Thank you for sharing. Bam. Today, let's work the normal Monday. Maintain the mind and body quite well. I sit and do nothing. Felt very relaxed and sabai. Got the light bright for a short while and felt neutral till the end. Thank you so much for the wonderful guidance. So this is just another great example of using what works for you. So in this case, you just sat and did nothing and relaxed. So this is a tip for anyone too, and not just you, but finding what works for you this Monday or this session. So some of us, like Mark, use visualization and the mantra, but for you use just doing nothing and relaxing. So whatever method you use, whether it's visualization, whether it's doing nothing and relaxing, they're all different methods, but they all get to the same point eventually. So don't worry about what method we use, as long as it makes you feel relaxed, makes you feel calm. We're all going to get to the same point of where we can feel more relaxed, more bright, more positive. We're going to get to that feeling automatically. These experiences, like you said, the light or the brightness inside, anyone can experience it as long as you just continue to relax, continue to let your mind settle, and you're going to get to that experience automatically again. Again, the what we see or what we experience is just a bonus, but the most profound thing is that you can feel neutral, you can feel relaxed, you can feel calm. So keep that in mind. And if you can keep that in mind and stay with that feeling, the brightness you see or the different experiences you feel, they're going to get more profound and they're going to get more longer on by themselves. And they're going to come more often. From Jesse, today's meditation is calm and I drop into a sleepy zone as my mind carry away for a while, back mindful again, and then I notice some brightness. Very good that you can come back and that you know that you drift off the road a little bit, but no problem. It's like we're driving, right? And if we fall asleep in meditation, it doesn't mean our progress disappeared. It just means we're parked on the side of the road for a moment. So the next moment we regain our mindfulness, we can continue to drive again, like in your case, and you came back to being mindful and you were able to get a new experience. So very good. Thank you. Thank you for sharing, and continue to find out why do you fall into that sleepy zone, and see if you can catch yourself. But if not, that's okay. Just at least we can come back to being mindful this time, and you got a good experience. So okay, we have a lot of from Jordan. Thanks a lot. My question is, sometimes when starting meditation, mind goes to visualize the full moon directly, soon, and the mantra directly. Thanks a lot. Meaning that, is it okay that it go? I think you mean, is it okay that your mind automatically goes to visualize the full moon directly or the mantra directly? If I understand your question correctly, if your mind directly goes to the image or wants to directly go to the mantra right away, allow it. Follow your feeling, follow your mind, what it wants to do at that moment. So throughout the meditation, sometimes our mind switches back and forth between what we want to do and what we don't want to do. So just follow your feeling. What at that moment, at that second, you feel works for you. It may change throughout the meditation. And don't worry if it changes. Follow that feeling. So for example, maybe in the beginning you want to visualize. As you pass by a couple moments or a couple minutes or whatever time passes by and you feel like you don't want to visualize, okay, follow your feeling. You start to wander and you start to want to use the mantra again, okay, follow your feeling. So it's okay to switch and just follow what you feels right for you at that moment, what feels suitable for you at that right moment. So hopefully that gives you hopefully that answers your question, if I understood it correctly. Thank you, Monk Daniel, Jesse, and the Mind Story team for the wonderful, relaxed session. It's like having a short nap today after a tiring day. Thank you for coming, and I'm glad we can be a place for you to relax and almost be like a mini retreat for yourself, a mini meditation retreat for yourself. And exactly, the amazing thing about meditation is it's actually the perfect time to truly rest your mind and truly rest your body at the same time. And, sometimes we go on vacation, but to rest, or we go to the spa, or we go for a massage. But sometimes when we go to those things, we can only relax our body, but we don't relax our mind, right? Have you ever went on vacation and even though you're in a nice place, relaxing place, but your mind is still thinking about work or your mind is still thinking about something, so you're not really resting. Maybe you're resting your body, but you're not resting your mind. So that's the nice thing about meditation, or actually the magical thing about meditation is if you practice correctly, it's going to feel like you said. It's like you're taking a nap or you're taking a rest and help you to recharge and refresh yourself. So please feel free to join every Monday, and anytime you need, you can come back and watch or listen to the myself or any of the teaching monks. Yeah. Also, I actually saw earlier or before that we also have a YouTube page, and some of the past sessions in the past are also there. So if you ever need a break or you ever need to take a nap or you need to rest your mind and body, please feel free to go look at those and listen to those past sessions. So thank you for sharing. From Shah, I have COVID from today. I tried meditation, but my thoughts were going on. I hope that through this meditation and as you practice more, those thoughts are gonna lessen. In the beginning, myself included, when we first start to meditate, and especially if we're sick, it's not gonna be that easy. But I recommend that next time, if you have a lot of thoughts going on in your meditation, a good shield or good tool to help our mind to be protected from those thoughts is sometimes if we do nothing and relax, it's not enough. The thoughts are just going to keep coming in. So try to use visualization or the mantra, or even both at the same time, depending on what you feel is easy for you to do at that time. And it's going to help those thoughts to lessen. But in the case where the thoughts are like overwhelming and they just keep going and going and the visualization doesn't help, the mantra doesn't help, I recommend you to open your eyes and take a deep breath, take a breather, look around the room you're sitting in. If you have like a phone nearby, this can be dangerous, but if you have like an album of pictures that make you feel happy, make you feel relaxed, you can look at that album. And then once you feel ready to meditate again, close your eyes. but only that's also dangerous. So if you look at the album, just look at that album, but don't look at other things too long. But it can be a way to help use technology in a good way and help you to relax and then continue to meditate again. So hopefully you have a speedy recovery. And I know from even this short meditation of where you may have some thoughts, but I know maybe you had some brief moments of where you can feel calm. It can help you to get over the sickness and get over COVID very soon. And I know everyone here, and myself included, will be wishing for you to have a speedy and fast recovery. So thank you for joining. And please feel free to listen to the meditation again and try again as well to help those thoughts to go to calm down. From Alex. Thank you for the session. Satu everyone, thank you for the session, Lumpy Daniel. Today, just relaxed in the morning, came to stretch and meditate before the session. Very good. This is something I would like everyone to try to practice, if possible, is to prepare yourself before you come and meditate. I felt stiller and at balance for some expectation, but some expectation and discomfort arose. So I followed Lumpi's advice and had to adjust a few times. Then my mind slowly regained the balance again, and I felt more gentle blissfulness and emptiness. While sharing love and kindness, I felt the brightness expand, wise wishes coming very naturally. Towards the end, right before opening my eyes, continue to focus at the center and visualize my Dhammakaya. I realize how refined it is and how I must love and pay respect to it by staying bright. I can't describe well, but the light was different, like a sprinkling brightness, overflowing with merit. Or a really auspicious full moon day and the start of the retreat for me. This is my last week of vacation, so I would like to offer it to my Dhammakaya and focus solely on my meditation, sharing merits with everyone and feeling deep gratitude for guidance so far. Wow. Okay, thank you for this wonderful message and experience. There's a couple of things I want to point out for everyone else as well as for you. Something I like a lot is that if you prepare yourself correctly, even to something small like taking a small stretch before the session, these small things can make a big difference in your meditation. And sometimes, myself included, I'm guilty of rushing to come and meditate. And because I want to get to the room as quick as possible and relax, but I forget that I don't need to rush to the room. Take my time and take a moment to stretch before you come and meditate. These little small things will make a huge difference in your session. So like Alex here today, it's a very simple thing and something that we can all do. So please don't overlook the small things. And as well as he also encountered some discomfort, he encountered some expectation, but by adjusting, by resetting, by letting go, we can come back to being in balance, of being conscious and calm. And that's going to help us to get to that, get to all the inner experiences, whether it's to feel blissfulness, to feel emptiness, to whatever it may be. So please feel free to adjust as much and as often as we feel that we need to do it. As well as seeing the brightness or feeling the brightness and using the rest of this time in your vacation to focus on meditation. This is the best thing we can do right now because you have the free time, you have the opportunity. So yes, please continue to use the time you have to meditate as much as you can, and you're going to be able to connect to that brightness and that overflowing of merit and the feeling of visualizing the Dhammakaya easier For those of you who may not know what the Dhammakaya is, it's just the name for the body of enlightenment. So it's a little bit deep topic, but it's similar to everyone has an opportunity to get to that point as long as you continue to meditate. Maybe it's a topic for the future. So thank you, Alex, for sharing, and yes, please use the rest of your vacation to keep meditating, and you will get to that brightness easier and quicker. And it's gonna be easier to connect to as long as you stay consistent. That's the hardest thing of meditation, is staying consistent. So if you can maintain that, the rest of the stuff is gonna get easier and more natural. If you think of it right now, it's like the brightness inside, we have ignited it. So we need to keep it growing like a fire. You need to keep adding wood to the fire by meditating every day. But if you stop meditating, it's like you stop feeding the fire, or the brightness inside is going to start to disappear or fade away. So the easiest thing and the most smart thing we can do right now is to stay consistent and keep that fire burning, keep that brightness shining. Okay. Thank you so much, Alex. So I think that's just about out of time for today. So thank you everyone for joining this Monday, and I hope to see you Thursday with the Mind Stories team, and also to continue to see each other every Monday in the future. So thank you so much, and I hope and wish for everyone to have a blissful, positive rest of the week, and please stay safe and stay protected from any dangers, any sicknesses. For those of you who are sick, may you be able to recover quickly from the positivity of your mind today, and by the positivity of everyone here. May you be able to overcome any obstacles in your life, any sicknesses in your life. And whenever you come to meditate, may you be able to still your mind easily and quickly, forevermore.
Thank you very much, Monk Daniel, for great sessions today, and thank you every one of you for joining us together. So let us pay respect to our teaching monk by bow 3 times. Let's bow. Second bow. And third bow. And bye-bye every one of you. See you all again on Thursday.